So have you created a structure and a system in your business where you're letting your clients basically sabotage your ability to run a successful business? Hi, my name's Damien Patworth. I'm the head of Globotel. Globotel, we help digital agencies run successful businesses. And this is one of our 7 deadly sins. One of the 7 things that you shouldn't do in your digital agency is create structures that let your clients hold you to ransom. And there's a real common one that I see all the time. And the real common one is setting payment terms that actually require action from your clients to trigger a next payment. And I'll give you an example. So the easiest example to give is with website builds. You know, quite often a website project, or you create a payment structure for all your website projects where there might be a 50% upfront and then a 50% on completion, or you have a few steps along the way, but the steps are dependent on steps in your website getting to completion. Now that's all good and well. We obviously know how to run our businesses, we know how to run our projects. That's why we're in the game and we do it well. But the problem is our clients don't know how to do it. They don't know how to run your processes. They don't know how to build websites. They don't know what the steps are. And quite often we rely on them for a bunch of stuff like content, logos, images. Maybe they want to do a photo shoot. But the biggest, most popular, common one is content. You know, I'm sure we all have projects where we're waiting months and months and months for content to be provided. So the problem with this is, you know, we set up our business, we make a sale, we set up our businesses, we set up our projects, and we make decisions in our business based on cash flow that we expect to come into the business, based on our clients doing things within our projects. And that's something we don't have control over. So our clients coming on board and doing their stuff is something we have zero control over. So, you know, one of the biggest things that I see when I'm talking to our agencies who are struggling a bit is they've got 3 or 4 or 10% of their projects are waiting on stuff from the client, and that's stopping them from sending out the next invoice because that's what they've set up. That's the payment terms they've set up. That's the structure they've set up in business. It can destroy a business. So what do? Well, it's simple. We set up structures that are different, structures that are in line with what we expect, that keeps our businesses running. You know, the worst thing about this is quite often, you know, this is an example, quite often we've done all the work, you know, we've done all the development work, we're ready to launch, we're just waiting on one extra bit of information or one suite of content from the agency. So we're bearing the cost of all this, but we're just not getting that invoice out. So yeah, so we've got to stop creating structures and terms that depend on things out of our control within our business. So a really good example that I've seen with websites is, one is we don't start unless we've got everything we need. So we don't cash flow, we don't start our delivery until we have all the images, all the content, site maps, all that kind of stuff. Really good idea. Or we set our payment terms at specific time-bound intervals, like you have a deposit up front before we start, then you got, and that could be a 33%, and then there's a 33% at end of month 1, 33% at the end of month 2, based on a 6-week project, for example, and they're time stamped and they're direct debit based, and they're not dependent, they happen no matter what the client does. Obviously we can pause and postpone if we're the hold up, but we don't get held to ransom because of the client's hold ups. So that's one of the 7 things, the 7 deadly sins of what not to do if you're running an agency. And you know, our job at Globotel is to help digital agencies. One of the things that we have is a comprehensive legal contract that you can use in your agency. thousands of dollars cheaper than if you go to a lawyer yourself. We've asked one of our lawyers to sponsor that for us. If you're interested in that, give us a shout, and I'll send you the details. If you'd like more information about how other areas where we help digital agencies, just put a comment below and we'll get one of our business specialists to get in touch. Well, I didn't expect the Air Force to come out and agree with me, but there you have it. So, look, we all know digital agencies, web developers, SEO companies, who quite often are struggling in business. If you know someone who this video could be helpful to, please just share it with them. This is probably one of the things that they're struggling with, one of the things that's stopping them from moving forward. And our purpose is to make business on a global level better by helping digital agencies run better business and serve their clients better. So thanks for watching.